First things first, I'd like to say rest in peace to the greatest rapper of all time that died on March 9th, the Notorious B.I.G. My video reaction to him is coming after this rant later on tonight. X-Man 1991 back again with another video. We got two birthdays today, so I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get right into this shit. Today is the 50th birthday of the most underrated MC of all time, Anthony Cruz, better known by his rap name, AZ. AZ is best known for being a longtime friend and a frequent music partner to Nas. And he is a member of the legendary hip-hop group The Firm, along with Nas, Foxy Brown, Cormega, and Nature. Today is also the 35th birthday of rapper-actor Shad Gregory Moss, better known by his rap name Bow Wow, formerly known as Lil Bow Wow. Bow Wow started his career in the early 90s when he was discovered by Snoop before being signed to JD and So So Def Records. So we're going to start with AZ first. I thought Big L is the most underrated rapper of all time, but I believe that title goes to AZ. AZ to me is the most underrated rapper of all time, and definitely the most underrated lyricist. AZ was born in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, New York on March 9th, 1972, to an African-American mother and a Dominican father. He grew up in East New York, Brooklyn with his mother and sister. AZ started writing lyrics when he was 12 years old. He became friends with Nas in the early 1990s. AZ made his first appearance in the song Life's a Bitch off of Nas' Illmatic album. After the release of Illmatic, EMI Records offered AZ a record deal. On October 10th, 1995, AZ released his debut album Do or Die, which I have in my CD collection. Do or Die received notable critical and commercial success. It peaked at number 15 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart. The only single from the album is Sugar Hill, featuring Miss Jones. Two years later, on October 21st, 1997, AZ and the rest of the crew of The Firm, Nas, Foxy Brown, Cormega, and Nature released their debut and only album, their self-titled album, The Firm, under Dr. Dre's Aftermath Entertainment and Jimmy Iovine's Interscope Records. Of course, the album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart and was certified gold. The two singles for the album include Firm Biz and Phone Tap, which failed to hit the Hot 100 hip-hop/R&B chart. Damn. But that was a good song though, Phone Tap by The Firm. On April 7th, 1998, AZ released his second album, Pieces of a Man, by New Tribe Records. It peaked at number 22 on the Billboard 200 and number 5 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart. There's two singles from the album, Hey AZ and What's the Deal. Hey AZ is not featured on the album, which sucks. Damn. After the release of the album, New Tribe Records took AZ off their roster. On June 12th, 2001, 5 days before my 10th birthday / Father's Day, AZ released his third solo album, 9 Lives, that debuted at number 23 on the Billboard 200 and number 4 on the top R&B / hip hop albums chart, with 3 singles: Everything's Everything, AZ's Back, and Problems. Damn, none of AZ's albums have been certified gold or platinum. On June 11, 2002, 6 days before my 11th birthday, AZ released his 4th album, Asiatic. Peaked in at number 29 on the Billboard 200 and number 5 on the top R&B / hip hop albums chart, with 2 singles, I'm Back and Take It Off. On September 6, 2005, AZ released his 5th album, AWOL. AWOL is the first AZ album released under his own record label, Quiet Money Records. Yeah, in like the mid-2000s, AZ launched his own record label, Quiet Money Records. On November 7, 2006, AZ released his 6th album, The Formats, that peaked at number 59 on the top R&B / hip hop albums chart and number 35 on the top U.S. independent albums chart. On April Fool's Day, 2008, AZ released his 7th studio album, Undeniable, debuting at number 141 on the Billboard 200, selling over 5,000 copies in his first week. On June 2nd, 2009, 15 days before my 18th birthday and 2 days before my graduation day, AZ released his 8th album, Legendary. And yes, he definitely is legendary. The album was released through Real Talk Entertainment Records. After a 12-year hiatus from releasing albums, AZ released his 9th studio album, the sequel to Do or Die, on September 10th of last year. The album peaked at number 60 on the top album sales, with 4 singles: Found My Niche, Different, The Wheel, and Motorola Era. This was AZ's first album in 12 years. That's a damn shame that none of AZ's albums were certified gold or platinum. That's a damn shame. My thoughts about AZ turning 50. AZ does not look no damn 50. He still looks the same when he first came out with Nas. It's hard to believe that he is 50 years old. AZ is definitely one of those rappers that definitely deserves more credit. He definitely deserves more credit, no doubt about it. AZ made it onto About.com sites. He made it onto the sites of top 50 MCs of our time between 1987 and 2007. He is definitely the most underrated rapper of all time. I thought it was Big L, but I got to give that title to AZ. I've been wanting to do a rant about AZ in honor of his 50th birthday. I waited a year to try to do a rant on him because he's definitely one of my favorites of the East Coast from the 90s era of hip-hop. So happy 50th birthday, AZ. Thank you for everything that you've done in hip-hop, bro. You definitely deserve your roses while you can still smell them. You definitely deserve more recognition. All right, now we got AZ out the way. Let's talk about Bow Weezy. Of course, Bow Wow was born Shad Gregory Moss in Columbus, Ohio on March 9th, 1987. He is the son of Teresa Renna Caldwell and Alfonso Preston Moss. He became interested in rap music when he was 3 years old. Under the stage name Kid Gangsta, he eventually began rapping when he was 6 years old. He was also a fan of NWA. In 1993, Bow Wow performed at a concert in LA where he was noticed by Snoop, who subsequently gave him the stage name Lil Bow Wow. And Bow Wow appeared in the song G's and Hustlers off of Snoop's Doggy Style album, but he was only on the intro of that song. He was also on the Arsenio Hall show in late 1993. And he also made an appearance in the music video Gin and Juice. In 1998, by the age of 11, Bow Wow met JD, Jermaine Dupri, who helped shape his career. In 1999, the soundtrack to the movie Wild Wild West was featured his song The Stick Up with Jermaine Dupri. Of course, Bow Wow was signed to JD's So So Def Records. On September 26, 2000, at the age of 13, Bow Wow released his debut album Beware of Dog under JD's So So Def Records and Columbia Records. The album debuted at number 36 on the Billboard 200 and number 19 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart, and was certified double platinum, selling 101,000 copies in its first week. The 4 singles for the album include Bounce With Me, Bow Wow, That's My Name, Puppy Love, and Ghetto Girls. On December 18, 2001, Bow Wow released his second album, Doggy Bag. This was his last album under So So Def Records and his last album under the stage name Lil Bow Wow. The album debuted at number 63 on the Billboard 200 and number 16 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart, and was certified platinum. The 2 singles include Take You Home, which is also on the Like Mike soundtrack, and Thank You. On August 19, 2003, Bow Wow released his third album, Unleash, his first album where he dropped the Lil from his name. This was also his first album without any production from JD. The 2 singles from the album are My Baby and Let's Get Down. On July 12, 2005, Bow Wow released his fourth album, Wanted, under Sony Urban Records and Columbia Records. It debuted at number 93 on the Billboard 200 and number 19 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart and was certified platinum. The three singles from the album include Like You, Let Me Hold You, and Fresh As I'm Is. This also was Bow Wow's first album to contain uncensored profanity, although only curse words include specifically the word nigga. On December 19, 2006, Bow released his fifth album, The Price of Fame. The album debuted at number 91 on the Billboard 200 and number 35 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart and was certified gold. The three singles include Shorty Like Mine, Out of My System, and his version of I'm a Flirt. A lot of people was confused about the song I'm a Flirt. There's the original of I'm a Flirt and the remix of it. The original version of I'm a Flirt is by Bow Wow featuring Robert Kelly. Robert Kelly took the song and made a remix of it with T-Pain and T.I. without Bow Wow being on the song, and that is Bow Wow's song. I don't know why the fuck Robert Kelly made a remix of I'm a Flirt and didn't even bother putting Bow Wow on it, and that is Bow Wow's song featuring Robert Kelly. On March 31st, 2009, Bow released his sixth album, New Jack City 2, under his own record label, LB Dub Entertainment and Columbia Records. This was Bow Wow's first album to be released on his own record label, LB Dub Entertainment, and his first album with a parental advisory label. The album debuted at number 16 on the Billboard 200 and number 5 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart, with the only single, You Can Get It All. Marco Polo wasn't on the album because Bow Wow had a feud with Soulja Boy at that time. On December 11, 2007, Bow Wow released his first collaboration album with Omarion, Face Off. Bow Wow's planning to release one more album, and he's going to be released under Death Row Records, since Snoop now owns the label. Bow Wow has appeared in movies such as All About the Benjamins, Like Mike, Johnson Family Vacation, Roll Bounce, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Hurricane Season, Lottery Ticket, Medea's Big Happy Family, Scary Movie 5, and Fast 9. I can't believe, it's hard to believe that Bow Wow's now 35 years old, and he is planning to retire from rapping as soon as he releases his last album before 30, which will be released under Death Row Records. So I'm not going to make this too long. That's going to wrap up my rant celebrating the 50th birthdays of Bow Wow and AZ. If you're new here, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell for my next rant about one of my favorite rappers' birthdays. Give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment down below. I'll be back later to do a tribute reaction to the Notorious B.I.G., remembering him 25 years later. Happy 50th birthday to AZ and happy 35th birthday to Bow Wow.